Okay. Hello and welcome to the Savvy Gadgets channel with me, Ian, otherwise known as Ven. And we're here. Yes, this may look very familiar to you. It's like other very much like the base in Rosewood, but not, as the case may be. Oh dear. Okay. Right. So I was going to check out see whether I was actually pushing out to Twitch. But I have to create a login, and I can't create a login because I've already got one. But last week, our good friend Mike Bonnet was saying that I wasn't pushing out, but people were commenting. Well, admittedly, it was a promotion bot, but all the same. Anyway, we're here. We're in Louisville, no less. And yes, it does look like Rosewood, but you can tell the difference. The moment you step out, you've got this 3-car garage, which we have all our cars in. Just let me head out to the back. I think the light switch actually works. Yep, there we go. So there's our vans. This is the 3-car garage. So we have electricity, obviously, because last week I said that I would go and get a generator. And there it is, chugging away, generating, no less. Let's check it out because we may have to refill that. It's got 7% fuel, it's 92%. Okay, that's fine. And this is where we are. So we have water. We have running water for this tap here, and that's because I've already created, using Ven Crafty, these barrels at the top here, and that's fine. So we have water there, and then above those, there's 2 more barrels, and that's because at the very top of the house, if I dive up, go through here, these 2 sinks also have water. So we have plenty of fresh water. And because of the location of where we are, we also don't need to create barrels to wash in, because out the back is the river. So there's plenty of opportunity for us to, and you can see the ripples, that there's fishing here as well. So we have the opportunity to fish, or create a fishing rod and fish. So food shouldn't be a problem. I've brought food with me. And if you are watching, don't forget to say hi on the chat. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Now, this week, I put out on Thursday the second part of my Start Rupture build. Base building, sort of like, it's not exactly a guide, it's more of a test to see whether my ideas will work. Now, will pan out. And you can see I've managed to get this car here. And now that, it's too dark to read. Okay, well, let's go read in the light, shall we? That's in fact what we can do. We can actually just turn these lights on. There we go. Ha-ha. And read under a street light. So that car, I had to drag it all the way from about here. So what I did is I actually got my mechanic character to fix it up a little bit, and then I used that to drag the car. I think it was the 4x4, which is the one sitting next to it. I think that dragged that. Now, it only dragged it at 20 miles an hour maximum, because it's the problem seems to be every time you sort of like any car that I use, if you get up to sort of like 25, it knocks up into second gear and then can't handle it and slows down again. So you have to sort of like use the shift and W to set a speed. So it's like under cruise control, that kind of thing. Right, so let's turn that light off because it's wasting electricity. So we do have in the fridgey absolutely nothing. Oh, we've got some frozen stuff for on, and we've got some foods here. Another streaming bot's just turned up. Wish I could get rid of those. Anyway, if you are watching, don't forget, like, subscribe. Takes a second, costs nothing, supports my channel, which is greatly appreciated. Right, so this week, what I'm attempting to do is, because I also went all the way down here to this bit here, which is actually a gas station that has a generator. Like I said, I'd do it. And then over here, we have a gas station here. This also has power. So we have power to the 2 nearest gas stations. So petrol isn't a problem. But we're going to be heading down Chapel Mount Downs, this one, because down here somewhere on this right hand side, or we might actually go looting on these. So we're going to loot these houses anyway, just as out of a matter of course, just to see what we can find. Now I have already been down some of these houses here, this way, but not that way. And this house here is actually a survivor house, and it's got a ton of books in it. Now we are actually enclosed. First thing I did is run up the stairs incorrectly, just like someone did the other week and died. You can see I've blocked off the ends of there, so the zombies can't get in around the back. And on the front, hopefully still intact, is the gate. So we have a gate. Jolly good. Right, okay, so I need to clear out the cars a little bit. So I'm actually going to turn the lights on here so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. I think I'm probably going to take the big fan. Right, so we're going to take I'm just going to drop them on the floor, the propane tanks, because I've actually got a spare weapon in there. Let's see, let's take some other spare weapons. Let's take those out of the greens fan. If that's all I've got, that's a problem. I think it might be. Oh, no, there's some there as well. Okay, good. So we should have plenty for today. But I do need to make a lot more, and I need to work out how I'm going to go about that. So, all of my characters, like I said, all my characters here, my crafting character, who is Ven Crafty, he does carpentry, so that's why I was able to create the barrels. I've got my mechanic here. My mechanic fixes up the cars. I've got my Sparks character, who's an electrician. He does all of the wiring in of generators and fixing things electrical. And then, obviously, I've got my DPS character, who I'm currently playing as, who does all the fighting. And he's totally dispensable. So, you can see I could really use some new glass in this van. Right, so we will do a bit more. Oh, come on. That's it. That's better. That's betterer. I think the doors actually swing outwards. They do. Now, there are other vans we could go and procure that we've seen up at the distillery, should we require them. Right, so this is sort of like a gated community. Oh, no, I haven't seen that before. Oh, at least I haven't been down here enough to warrant seeing what's down there. And we have an ambulance. We will check that out quickly. Now, we are still getting the dodgy double respawns. So we're obviously still getting twins. God, my aim's off today. That doesn't bode well. Hey, whoa, where did you come from, lady? Whoop, that was supposed to be an attack on him. She just literally come from over here. No, that ambulance doesn't look like it's been in, oh, it has been in an accident. That means it's going to be a complete bag of poo. I can hear zombies banging at things. Yep, they're banging at the fence for some reason. And you weren't there a minute ago. Where did you come from? Right, so let's have a quick look. So this is the racetrack. Again, where did you come from? You weren't there a minute ago. So we might find some goodies in the back here. Gurneys, medical, trauma bag. So there's medical supplies there if we need them. I think we might actually have to go down the next. The next one. We've got some. Yeah, let's eat some food. Characters needs food. It's becoming daylight. So, unlike my usual day-to-day shenanigans. I'm not fighting in the dark so much. Okay, so I think it's actually the next one we need to go down. It's been a long time since I've been in Louisville. Years, in fact. Now, I do remember one of the reasons why we've come here is because what we're looking for is the 32-story building. Yeah, that was added as build 42. I desperately want to go and check that out. It's something that we'll probably do with Super in tow. There's another plonky van. Hopefully, the plonky van has plonkies in it. Take care of the zombies, which are literally crawling out of the woodwork. There we go. Did you miss completely? That's a shame. I won't make that mistake. And I do spy a leather jacket there. Leather coat. Okay, let's move the leather coat to the floor. Now, I saw more than one leather coat. I thought. Okay, maybe not. Well, let's check out the plonky van. The plonky van won't open. Let's get in the plonky van. And the plonky van has choco cakes in it for some reason. Okay, cigarettes, paperwork, and the CD, I swear. Yes, so not what I was expecting to find in the plonky van. Right, so let's raid this house. Start raiding these houses. Okay, so they're not actually the same. That's good. Still get the feeling I've come the wrong way. Oh dear, this is a mess. This seems to be happening a bit overzealously. All of the rubbish on the floor. I don't quite understand. I don't think it ever used to do quite that much, but there's naff all in this house. And I mean naff all. Alright, let's try the next house along, which looks like it may have been less ravaged by disease. Okay, let's could go through the window here, which I can't seem to look through. Don't like the idea of that, so let's go through a window we can look through. There we go. That way we have a fighting chance. Why it wouldn't let... Oh, it's because there's a curtain. Okay, that's fair enough. Growing fruit and veg at home 1. We will take that because that actually looks like a title that teaches you stuff. What was that? Sandals. Okay, that's what I'm confused by sandals. Rotten food. Looking not exactly for anything, but rotten cooked. Oats. Cheese grater, not particularly bothered. And escape. There we go. Right. Now, do I just continue down this way? I think that's probably the best idea. Do these houses a bit later. I was going to say I'm surprised by the lack of zombies, and of course, here they are. Hello, Mike. Morning. Super will probably be joining us later. He was playing yesterday. I am on voice, and that tree twitched, which I find disconcerting. Oh, there's a few coming. There's a leather coat. So we'll try and... Ah, they're literally coming from all over. 2 leather coats. I feel like the Count from Sesame Street. 2 leather coats. There's the ice cream van right on cue. Playing the traditional tune of Greensleeves. Why it's always Greensleeves, I'll never know. It just seems to be what ice cream vans in the UK do. Don't quite get it myself, but it's loud enough. Traditional, the Mr. Whippy. Oh, hello. Where do you go? You're hiding behind a tree, were you, sir? Now, we're not engaging the chili dog protocol here, which is to kill all of the zombies off to the side. And there is a really good reason to do that. Because when you're driving, if you drive over the bodies, it actually damages your suspension and can turn your car over. But I think that just adds to the fun of it all. Okay, so... Did I not look in that house? Or was it a different house I was looking at? Yeah, I've looked in that house. Where did he come from? He must have come from behind. Okay, well, let's take a look in the house that looks like it's already been trashed. The door's certainly been knocked in. There's nothing there. There's a TV and a zombie outside. There's nothing in this house except him. See, the thing is that I disagree with this trash. I don't know how everyone else feels about it, but I just don't think it would build up like that. I can hear banging. Right, let's check out the house, see how zombie infested it is. Because one of the things I don't want to do is when I'm examining that car is get a zombie surprise. Again, nothing in this house. There is definitively a problem in the game, especially multiplayer, I think. I can't say single player because I don't play the single player. I only ever play this multiplayer. But spawning items in containers seems to be a problem, and we've witnessed this all over the place in places like Rosewood, where Book Naked in Rosewood originally had books in it, and then they never respawned ever again. Hit Videos in Muldra didn't have anything in it at all, and that is just deeply suspicious. Oh, hello. It's a lady with a leather coat. Thank you very much. Leather coat off. Thank you. We will pick that up at a later date. And oh yeah, there's someone banging on the door. Whilst we weave our way down these streets, the hard streets of Louisville, which aren't actually being that bad at the minute, I have to admit. As zombie-infested places go, it doesn't feel that bad. I mean, I was expecting much, much worse. from this. And by that I mean, you know, wall-to-wall Z's. Now, that was the one banging on the door a minute ago that we saw over there. Suddenly decided that they're going to come and visit me here. Of course, one of the things that I'm really not looking forward to is the big supermarket, the Gigamart. That... Hello? Again, where did she come from? Didn't see her. Need to check my corners a bit more. Yeah, I don't think ice cream vans are doing so well these days. I think mostly because people can, and even though people have been able to buy ice creams from supermarkets for a long time, the gadgets like the Ninja ice cream maker, and my kids make their own ice cream. They know how to do it. And so I think buying an ice cream from an ice cream van isn't, or having ice cream as a treat isn't the same as what it used to be, if you see what I mean, because it's easy enough to make your own ice cream and you can buy it at the supermarkets, or you can use a gadget that will do it for you. You, like an ice cream van, you pull a handle, put it in a cone. This morning I've already had an ice cream cone with ice cream in it, vanilla soft scoop, which we brought at the thing. But one of my particular favourites ice creams is actually strawberry split. Now, interesting story about ice cream vans. Rupert Grint, who played Ron Weasley in the Harry Potter films, one of the first things that he did when he had the money to do it was to actually buy his own ice cream van. What a bloke. Well, I have to say this is going far too well. As I said, I was expecting to be more inundated. Right, let's check this vehicle out. This looks lacquered. Expect a zombie surprise because I haven't cleared this building out. 46%. Not great. Again, this looks like somewhere that doesn't have anything in it. Oh, there's a suit jacket. Yay. That seems to be such a problem. But we can take the cereal. Going to take the cereal. And I'll take the can of oats. The can of oats really needs a bowl. I did see a bowl earlier. There's another car down there. That one looks like it's in slightly better nick. Let's check that out. Let's sit back and relax. So I do actually have, as per usual, a Red Bull, which I'm going to crack open now. I don't actually have a snack in the form of potato chips. Oh, shall I open it out? What I do actually have is a Cadbury's Orange Twirl. There we go. That is my snack of the day. Chocolate. Let's say so. No, I didn't check that house out, did I? So I can check both of these houses and this car. That's a little car. Okay, well, we'll check out the little car. Alright, so this house is Lockhead. Let's dive in. Something on the shelf here. The cook show. We'll have the cook show because that's an instructional video. Someone banging on the back door. I can see the back door shaking. Yeah. about to be people on the front door as well in the not too distant future because they saw me come in here, but they haven't made it this far. It looks like my character with long combat has some decent reach. Right, let's actually sort out the guy on the back. It gives us an idea of what's around here. Okay, there's a few guys over here. Right. See, that house next door looks empty. Oh! I think we will have the baseball bat. Thank you very much. That's a nice find. And the battery. And the electric wire will move everything else to the floor. Oh, no, this looks good. Keep the residents, don't care. Hairspray, dye. More cereal. Cereal is good. So's the fruit jam. Move that to the floor. We'll take the empty bowl. Because then we could use the oats. And that has been officially raided. Right, okay, so let's take a look at this car. Some zombies not too far away. Okay, the engine's 58%. That's not too bad. It's better than usual. Can you actually get in there? Let's open the trunk. There's a flashlight. That's nice. Very other rubbish on the seats. I was going to say it's too much to ask that that person had a key. Really? You're going to struggle with a window. Haha! I have gained entry. All we can do is just open and shut the door. Expect the toilet zombie. Keys with a key to the residence, leather jacket on the floor. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Some actual stuff to raid. A can of oats and a dead mouse. And on the floor, roses, canned carrots, and the brochure to the Scarlet Oak Distillery where we've been. Take the ketchup. The rest of it is rotten. Back door. Open and shut the back door. Right, jolly good. Oh yeah, been in there. What about this thing here? Okay, no, nothing there. And no key either. Okay. Before I explode, I'm going to just go for a quick break. I'll be back and then we will get fully into it. See you in a minute. Let's just... get rid Right, apologies for that. Let's get back into it. Vulcan, hello. Right, let's continue where you get up. Fur kids, yeah. In fact, speaking of fur babies or fur kids, which usually means cats or dogs, or could even include other furry animals. Our dog was diagnosed with diabetes in December, and as a result has got cataracts. Now we've got the diabetes under control. We're going to get his eyes sorted out so that he can see again. Bless him. All right, let's check out this one on the corner. Somehow I've managed to make that stick because I'm clever and special all in one. And again, this house looks like it's got naff all in it. Yay. So it really is hit or miss, isn't it? And you're really having to sort of, really making you work for it. Okay, so we checked out that car. We know that car's all right. Ish. Could use some work, but, you know, don't we all? Nice and C's over there. They'll be following the sound of the van, so I'll get to deal with them later, I suspect. Right, okay, this could be tricky. Oh, I actually hit the tiniest of mice. All I'm going to have to do is try and drag this out of the way. But first, I've got to take care of the zombies that turn up. Like this lady. So I hit a rat or something like that, and that's what all that blood was about. Let's take care of him. He seems a bit furtive. In other words, he's got some speed about him, and there is that one just over to the right that's behind me. There he is. There's a few. More than a few. Good grief. Oh, they're pouring out that house up. There we go. Let's take this further back. These guys, they've got a cob on. Just put it back a bit more. Any more? Yeah. I might just go into this house and try clearing it out. Because there seems to be a lot. I did see some just here as well. Yep. Fighting near the trees, that's not good. Reduced visibility from what's coming behind you. My character's not wearing a dust mask for some reason. Let's put the dust mask on, shall we? Where? Right, why can't I hitch that up? Am I not close enough? Am I too close? That's weird. Now, I had this problem the other day when I was trying to hitch up vehicles. It just wouldn't give me the option. Okay, because there's not really a way around it either. The trees are kind of blocking me in. So could I only attach it from the front? Because this was something that I was surprised at with the Jeep. It would only connect at the front. And so does this one. That's just weird. I would have thought that this would have some kind of towing ball on it. I guess as a step van that doesn't make much sense, but yeah, there's a friend. We have a friend. Okay, I guess that's good enough for the time being. Lady in a leather jacket. Yeah, I think that's made my mind up. I'm actually just going to go round here quickly. There's a van. Okay, we like vans. Doesn't look like it's in good nick. It's one of the village people. Nothing in the back of there particularly worth talking about. Again, a house with nothing in it. And I am so not able to get into this kitchen. Okay, well, at least there's no other zombies in it. But you, sir, madam, even. Now you notice that that particular zombie was hidden by the van and you couldn't see them. Hello? Oh, yeah, let's get rid of Alexa. She just reminded me that she's there. Alright, so none of these had a leather jacket. I already took it off, that's why. I am the amazing Ven. Okay. Let's get some food. Let's eat the fruit jam. There we go. Okay, so I've gone down completely the wrong road, but ill the same. So it must be that one that I was thinking of. Fruit jam. It's the kiddie. Look, oh, yeah. There's a few. Look, there's another wreck. And the convenience food market. That could be useful. Whoop, whiffed it. And this convenience food market has been ruined. And has friends, and still has shop assistants. Where's the door to that place? Oh, there it is. Oh, it won't take him long to break out of that. So again, some of the aisles, or most of them, don't seem to have any food on them. There it goes. Just had the window shatter. Crackled bar and plonkies, that's good. At least there's something here. But there is a lot of nothing as well. Alright, so there's where did that guy go that just broke out of there? Did he just start on another window? Is he just... I've broken that window. Let's try and break another. Okay, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. It's an empty mug. Oh, right, here we go, finally. It's still just me in Discord. I don't know where Super is this week. He may have been streaming yesterday, actually. So it may very well be that I am on my own. All by myself. Right, so this ambulance is going to be ruined. Because they always are. Might be able to get some parts off of it though if I get my mechanic down here. Oh, there's a few. This is more like it. This was what I was expecting. Right, let's go to town. Oh, you see that? It was targeting that woman on the left, or on the right, on his left, And it didn't hit her. She went out of range just at the wrong point. Got a guy with something sticking out of him. Oh dear. That is bad, because I don't think I've got a backup on me. Oh well. Back to the old police baton. The old handy backup. The question is can I get here and grab a couple of baseball bats? Or at least one, maybe? So I can continue the slaughter. Now we're cooking because it's getting dark. None of this hiding in a shelter during the dark hours for me. Alright, let's take out these guys over here on the right, and then those guys out by the fence. See, that van looks like it might be in good condition. We might go check that out later, but we know exactly where it is. It's inside the horse track, which isn't good, because there's bound to be a lot of Z's there. Hello. No, and I can't get over there, so probably because I'm overloaded. No, so let's unburden ourselves a bit. Spare baseball bat, battery, blah, 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 blah. All of that can go in the back of the van. And then I can get out and take care of the zombies that just turned up. And they seem to be drifting in this general direction. That was so much easier than I thought it was going to be. Well, this way. Well, I'm not going to say this is being easy, but it's certainly being lighter than I anticipated. Pre-owned cars. I was just trying to read what it said on there. Tommy's pre-owned cars. Oh, there's a fire truck there that looks in good condition. I've just seen the trees twitching, which I don't like. Which usually means they've been twitching because there's a zombie coming. I mean, sometimes it is literally just the wind. So that one doesn't look in great condition. That one doesn't look like in great condition. That one does. The van further up does. That blue car doesn't. Let's check out this green car. And there's another car over there that we'll check out. We'll just make sure that we're not going to get jumped on. Oh yeah, this looks like it's seen better days. Well, the engine's not terrible, but it's not great either. Can't get in it. Hopefully, you'd have liked to think that a used car place would actually have the keys in it. Let's eat one of the choco cakes. Okay, that one's in decent condition. And I can get in that one. And lo and behold, it's got the key in it and some petrol. Okay, let's have a look at this purplish car. Right, this is a low fence, isn't it? So he's going to dive over the top of that. There he goes. Again, not amazing. The engine's good though. Not so lucky that the key's in there. Let's take a look at our... And they don't have keys on them, not a surprise. Let's take a look around the used car lot. Let's get out my torch. There we go. Well, that's just disappointing, isn't it? I think the fact that we found a key better than none at all, I suppose. At least if the worst comes to the worst, there is a vehicle there. That green one. And it's not in the worst condition, so... The purple one you'd have to hotwire, of course. Ah, Supertone will be on soon. And the fact that he's commented on Twitch suggests that my Twitch stream is actually working, which is good. I seem to remember down here, apart from there being some zombies. Well, whilst there's another broken... Why is it always that the ambulances are the ones that are broken? Right, let's check out these vehicles. This looks in bad shape. Engine's in decent condition, the hood's not so great, and overall it's not so wonderful. And terrible engine, bodywork's not wonderful. I've got high hopes for this one though. Oh, look at that engine, 14%. That's a definite fixer-upper. So I strip all the parts off of all the other vehicles just to fix up that one because the bodywork's in great condition. Oh, right, okay. Twitch being rubbish, is it? As usual. Okay, bit of work, that engine could be alright. It's another van. And some other cars. There's a sports car. There aren't that many zombies here. I'm surprised. Oh, yeah, look at that one. Yep, and I've just hurt my back doing that. Ah. Yeah, that one's in really good condition. I'm sure we could soon ruin that. And of course I won't be able to get into it. Or into the boot. No, which means I'm going to have to smash the window. There's a set of keys on the floor there. Just see them highlighted. Oh, okay. Let's not go anywhere near that lot. What colour is that? That's blue. It's going to be that blue car just there. Yeah, which is knackered. So let's get in it. Let's put the key in it, and it is red all over. Looks like another set of keys here, look. For a white car. Could be this one. Which looks like it could be in good nick. No, it's not. It's going to be that one, I guess. No, it's not this one either. Oh dear. It's going to be that white one, isn't it? That knackered one. No, it's this one. It's this one that's totally broken. Of course it is. Why would it be anything else? It's never a nice car, is it? Were they keys? No, it's just a mark on the floor. Oh, there goes a putty tat. I didn't see any keys for this van in the local vicinity. So we will not worry about that. Okay, so there's some semi-decent and decent cars and some pretty naff ones, the usual collection that we find. Let's have something to eat whilst we are in the van. More choco cakes, that's what you need. Right, anyway, like I said, I thought down the bottom here there was in fact a garage. Could be wrong. And I'm stuck in the... There wasn't another way round though, was there? Oh, I know, I've got some... attracted some unpleasantries. Okay, let's go the other way this time, because I went that way and that was wrong. Right, there we go. This looks like a main road of sorts. Between housing estates. It's still not the right road though. It's another housing estate. Let's take the next road down. We'll try each way, because I cannot remember where this supermarket is. I know you have to go over some railroad tracks at one point, and then it's literally just after that. Okay, so it might be this one. Ah. Yeah, this looks like it. Ah. Zombie surprise. Yes, come on. Stop. Don't waste my time. I haven't got much time to waste. I have a garden to mow. Okay, that wasn't that many. Yes, there are maps. You can get maps in-game that will show you where things are, and that will, even if you haven't visited them. So you do get maps of Riverside, maps of West Point, several maps of Louisville for different sections. And then you get annotated maps as well, which show specific locations and say, hey, there's a great car here, or there's a good stash here, or something like that. Or don't go here, bad idea, lots of zombies. Which usually means the graveyard. Oddly enough, you find zombies in a graveyard. And I remember there was an annotated map that we actually tried to follow. Oh, that was close. That we actually tried to follow that was actually in the graveyard, and we couldn't find it at all. Couldn't find where the stash was. Come on. Now, if you can hear the odd bit of wind, it's because I've actually got a fan going. It is really hot. It's not the hottest that the UK has been this year, but it is certainly really warm. We had the oven on yesterday, and our fridge basically decided to stop working because it was that hot. I mean, we had the windows open and everything, but all the same, it just was not a happy fridge. Right, now I believe this is the entrance. It is. This is the place. This is the supermarket. So we are going to clear zombies out here. And hopefully by the time we've dealt with the ones outside, it'll be daylight and we'll be able to go inside. Let's back it up a bit because they're all over the place at the minute. They've not formed an orderly queue. He's got an axe in his back, that's handy. Could always use another axe. That van, the Zenith Glass van over there, looks like it could be in good condition. And daylight is coming up. Here we go, here we go, here we go. That's it. I think that's the majority dealt with. Just the odd straggler. Sigmund Freud to deal with. And here we go. And that van is in very good condition. Again, going to have to break the window to get into it. Unless that's the keys. Which it looks like it could be. It is! Oh my god! I've actually found a decent van with the keys. It does happen. And look at that. It's actually got fuel. Awesome. That's what you need. So let's take a look at what's actually in the back of this vehicle. A wooden window. Okay, fine. Bandanas and bits and bobs. Oh, let's check out the other vehicles whilst we're here. So we will come and get that vehicle at a later date. This looks knackered. I know how it feels. Bad bodywork, bad engine. I thought that crack in the floor was the keys again. And it does just pay to have a quick look around. And there we have keys for this vehicle, which looks awful. Let's just get in it. And everything is red. That's to be expected. What a surprise. Okay, 36%. That's not terrible. I mean, it could be fixable, but I would tend to use it as parts for other things. All right. Okay, let's see if we can get in at a different place. Let's take care of the zombie. Now, what's interesting is it doesn't look like the zombies have actually been here yet. Because just about everything is intact. All the doors are intact. And all the windows are intact. But I think we're going to have to break a window. Boo hiss. Okay, breaking a window it is. So I'll go for one beside the door. Window, make sure I've got a weapon in my hands. Remove the broken glass. Climb through. And then open the doors from the inside. Now this looks promising. Okay, so bleach, electrical bits which I'm going to need to pick up, candies, rice, other bits and pieces, canned mushrooms, oh yeah, loads of goodies, and I'll pick and choose what I need in a minute. Obviously the rotten food, no good to us. Lard, can I have that? Cow milk, which never seems to go off at all. So one of the things that I would do, like I did for Rosewood, is get a... Take those, because they don't go off. Is get a generator to go out the front. so that if I wanted to, I could raid this place at night for food. Just turn the generator. I mean, even during the day, I'm having to use a torch, so just having that generator out the front just to turn on, so that I know that I can safely get in here, loot stuff, and have visibility. Gonna take that. Character practically lives off of crisps. I can hear banging. Okay, let's move the van closer, because what we can also do is something that I haven't been doing, which is a bit dumb. First, let's get rid of everything we've picked up into the back of the van. Knew there was somebody about. Let's do that. And then we've also got the benefit of the headlights. This is actually quite a big shop compared to the one in Rosewood. It seems to have a lot more shelving on it. Okay, so this is good because there's so much more shelving. It's better than I remember it. At the moment, I'm just going to move stuff to the floor. Because now I know where it is, it's a lot easier to get to. And because I've cleared out the zombies. Oh. Let's pick up the crisps. Well, there's a fair few cans here as well. juice boxes and water bottles and a lot of that is rotten though. Oh, this just goes on. Need to pick up the hair iron. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm not picking up the food that's, you know, the valid food, let's say. So I've been putting cans on the floor and I'm picking up things like hairdryers. It's because I'm not actually desperate for food at this particular moment. So moving those cans to the floor, I can always come back and get them a bit later. But I picked up a lot of packets of crisps as well, so that's going to keep me going for a while. I did bring a decent amount of food with me to keep me going, and by emptying the shelves, I'm giving myself the ability to come back at a later date. So I'm actually going to eat the tortilla chips because I'm desperately hungry. And eat the dried apricots. Now the problem with doing this with just a torch is that you're more likely to get someone or a zombie just sneak up on you in the dark, which is why I want to put a Jenny out the front. And I think we've probably done enough. Now I did. There we go. So hairdryer, hair iron. That's the sort of thing I'm actually looking for, really. Right, I think that is very successful. And that's interesting that they didn't take more of an interest in the van. Right, so the other Gigamart is much further down. And is a lot harder to get into because apparently there was a sale on it when the zombie apocalypse hit. Out of the shadows. Dear super. Question. I may have missed you a little bit, yeah, just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. Right, so question. How was Comic Con? No, I didn't because I haven't been on. Oh, I've missed all of this stuff. Look at this. With Christopher Lambert, yeah. That was the main goal of the Comic Con for you, wasn't it? I shall show that at the end of the stream. So if you are interested in getting on the Discord, then link is in the description below. Okay. All right, yeah. Okay, Ghostface. Don't know that one. Oh! He's actually the voice rather than the actual character, right? So I didn't realise that that's what that character was actually called. I thought it was just called Scream. So I am a heathen in this respect. That's very kind of you, sir. Right, so we have a base in Louisville. It has water and electricity. And I can't tell whether my torch is on or not. Awesome. Because you're next to a lake. Yeah. Well, I've set up the barrels at that one. Okay, I've just hit that. Whatever that was. I think that might have been the corner of the building. Alright, so let's go deeper into Louisville and see how bad it gets. Okay. It's going to get bad. Yeah, we know it is. It's just a foregone. Oh, yeah. Already you can see this petrol station, which is kind of near where we wanted to go. Oh, yeah. The hordes are upon us. I've just hit a mouse. Again, another mouse. And I think, is this it? No, it's a Spiffos. We've found Spiffos. No, Pizza World. Pizza World. The garden centre. And it is just here. There's a fire station just over it, yeah. And then this car park here is the entrance to death. There it is. This is the big Gigamart where you can get lots of food, lots of books, lots of other bits and pieces, and you can find your imminent doom. Looks like there's some half-decent vehicles over here. There's another garage over here, look, which seems deserted, which is a bit weird, to say the least. Doors open. as I said, getting into that place is going to be nothing short of a nightmare. Hey! Right, so that could benefit from the generator as well. So we've got some generators to find. Do we know where to find them? These two cars here. That van, this small black vehicle. Look like they might be in decent condition. On the front looks actually rumpled. Look. Oh no, that looks terrible. It looks better at distance. It's mostly the bonnet. Like this van. Looks like it's not seen the best of days. Yeah, 24%. Yeah, again, not great. It seems that people in this game have had a lot of front end accidents with their cars. Right, let's go in from this side. And already there's a ton. Oh, okay. I didn't kill that bloke. That's not what I intended to do. That's a lot of banging. I'm going to need more baseball bats. I'm not going to need a bigger boat. I'm going to need more baseball bats. Now, at the moment, they're coming at me in dribs and drabs in a nice easy manner. Let's see how we get on. Yeah. Oh, crafty bugger. That was close. I got stuck on the mailbox. And I am missing horrifically. At least one of them got an idea. Yep, certainly did. Yeah. I don't like fighting on the inside if I can help it. There's no option to sort of manoeuvre. They love that door. Well, it won't be when they're finished with it. They will soon be banging against it. It will break at some point. There it goes. Yes. Awesome. Fresh baseball bat. And the slaughter continues. All right, okay. Right, okay. Is that what you were thinking of doing as like book stuff? Yeah. All right, okay. Okay, I admit this isn't being as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's not as hideous. It's still bad. No, I think the party will be over by the time you get here, mate. You could. Okay. It doesn't seem to be. Right, okay, so we've taken out like one side of this. We've also got the guys at the front, which are probably doing their best to break out. And there's more there. You can see the feet in the darkness. Oh, yeah, yeah, of course. Happy Father's Day to you, to everyone else. I've got quite an interesting thing from my daughters. My youngest daughter got me a CD, and it was Duran Duran Decade album. Yeah, she knows I like Duran Duran from back because that was kind of my era, the 80s. So yeah, and so I quite often listen to like Spandau and Duran Duran and hits from the 80s. When we put on a radio station, it's usually absolute 80s, that kind of thing. So it's like there's a lot of that music in this house. And I quite like their other albums. In fact, I've probably got the wedding album that Duran Duran did. All right, yeah, there's a few people in there that we're going to have to deal with at some point. Yeah, well, I've just picked up some twine, so hopefully I may be able to do some fishing myself. Yeah, but there's absolutely none whatsoever at the Louisville base, so okay. I'm going to deal with that later on, I think, because I don't envy that anymore. I'm going to check out these vehicles. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ah, well, we've got a few of those at the Rosewood base. Oh, that's nice. Okay, cool. And still have light to guide yourself by. My headphones are playing up something chronic at the minute. Oh, that's American Tire. Okay, I thought that was that could be good because we're likely to get decent bits and bobs from there. Oh yes, of course. Yeah, it's the 3rd of the 1st, isn't it? Because the last time I played, it was the day before Christmas Day in game. No, I think you must have had it. Because it was the 24th for me. Alright, let's eat the cereal because I am hungry. And that should take me. Yeah, maybe. I don't remember. My headphones are nothing but a pain these days. And I'm not entirely sure whether it's the mix amp or the headphones. All I can hear at the minute is I can hear everything, but on top of that I can hear just white noise crackling. Now, every now and again, because most of the stream it's been absolutely fine, but all of a sudden it's just kicked off and I don't know why. I don't know what the difference is. No, it's nothing to do with you. It's nothing to do with software. It's definitely a hardware problem, because if I turn my computer off in its entirety, you can still hear it crackling. So it's definitely something to do with the mix amp or the headphones. Because this is, and let's be fair, I brought these headphones when they were Astro headphones, so they're now owned by Logitech, years and years before my children were born. So I've had them at least 16 years and they've lasted me so well. And it's only in this last year that they've really started giving me this kind of grief. Which is a shame, because if I wanted to replace them with, another set of what are the newer versions of the Logitech versions, it's going to cost me hundreds of pounds and I can't afford that. Oh, did I see another? There's guys in there. I'm running away because it's actually getting dark. We will come back to that at a later date. Because I think our first Call of Duty now is to get home. Well, what did I just hit? Did I just hit another mouse or rat? And another one, because apparently, they do damage to your vehicle instead of you just drive over the top of them and have no problems whatsoever. Oh, yeah. Well, okay, so overall, I don't think it's going to be too hard to clear this lot out to get down there. It's just the getting in. So here's a set of houses that we could go looting on. Trying to weave through the zombies without hitting them. It's another box fan there. That's useful. Right, so this is the main drag. I suspect we have to go in this direction. here we are. Back gnome. Oh, there we go. Huzzah. Right, so one of the things that we could do here is something that we've done before, is we could, and we have, commandeered the areas of land that are next to our base, so either side of the fences. And we've done stuff like that before. So what I mean by that is basically running a fence from here over here, adjoining it with this fence just here, and then blocking it off at the back, so we then gain access and security to all of this other land, with which we can do whatever we want with. And what we usually do with it is store cars. And then we put all of our cars that we're going to take parts off over here on this side. But I'm quite buoyed up by that today. I think I've done really well. Having been down to that that place and getting all those bits and pieces, that's good. Oh dear. Oh, I haven't had my chocolate yet. Let's try my chocolate. It's slightly melty because it's quite warm in here. In fact, I might not touch that. Until I might put that in the fridge. It's too hot in here. It's just melted. Because the fridge does actually work. It is a miracle. Modern science. Right, so one of the things I need to do is I'm going to put in this corner, you're going to have lots more. Going to have wall-to-wall chests. And there. And then up sort of like maybe just that spot there. So you can have like an L-shaped storage. And over here, we're going to have a lot more bookcases. Going to have a bookcase over here, probably up against the window. With videotapes in it when we start finding videotapes, which we've actually got. I actually found one, didn't I? But one of the things I probably need to do, I think it's the saplings, that you can turn them into something. So I know you can turn them into spears, but that's not what I want to use them for. I want to turn them into fishing rods. And my headphones are going mad. It's just going in my ears. I don't know what's going on. I've just twisted the thingy in the mix amp and now it's disappeared. All the noise is gone. I know, it's like slightly crackling. It's nowhere near as bad as it was, but it's beginning to get bad again. Something like that. Oh, you foraging. Foraging misery. Where am I keeping nail boxes? There we go. Right, so let's swap the characters and do some work. Let's like craft a few baseball bats, or I think I'm still having to craft because the character died previously. I haven't built it up to baseball bat level yet. Oh, from Dogbane, yeah. Alright, let's see what we can do from a crafting perspective. Let's go carving. And baseball bats are a level 9. And I'm almost level 9. Carve a long stick from... Ah, right. I wonder if the long sticks are what I need. If I type in, if I go all, and go fishing, or just fish. Right, so long wooden rod. There we go. So, yeah, so I need carving a long wooden rod. One of them. Actually, if I max that, oh, I can craft 2. Yay! And it's crafting them from planks rather than sticks. Okay. So what we could do is... Oh, we can craft them from tree branches as well. What a surprise. Okay. It's actually the right thing. Is it actually that I need? No, it is actually that. I can actually craft 2 fishing rods. There we go. Can use a nail as a hook. Okay, so I should have 2 fishing rods. There we go. Things you don't want to see or have. Poisonous berries, yeah, you don't want them. So right, so now that we've sorted that nonsense out, let's go carving and why can I not carve? Which I've been able to carve plenty of times before. Oh, there, it's a short bat. Sitting there thinking, why can't I do that anymore? Alright, so whilst I'm doing this, it should give me decent... Oh, so using the tree branches, that there are plenty of around. So on the floor, I've got tree branch. And you can turn those into a short bat, which are kind of like a police baton. It's a short, blunt weapon. Because I've got all of the lots of... because I've got the XP trait, or the crafty trait, and although I don't actually have the book for this, because we haven't found carving 5 yet, I'm still getting 151 experience points. So that's going to take some time. So we'll do a few of those and just put them aside, along with the steak knife, which we'll put in there. See, look. And then we've got plenty of logs, and we do have several boxes of nails. I can start working on this wall of crates. But in order to do that, I'm actually going to have to bring the logs inside. Oh, okay. So I'm just being stupid. Trying to take things on the floor and put them on the floor. It's easily done. Right, let's see what we can build with that. Furniture. Wooden grates. Let's do that way the window's blocked off. No, I want it actually there, but I can't because I haven't got enough logs. Almost. And that'll at least build me those four logs sawn up. No. Less likely to get caught with your pants down as well then in that case. Because that's happened to me once or twice. Where I thought, it's a speed up time, and then a zombie just steams in from nowhere before you even get a chance to react. Alright, so I should build the 2 either side and 1 on top, and then that just leaves me another few crates to make for that particular wall. No, that's pretty much taken care of. And you can sail through that. There's a few zombies just before you get to the refugee camp on the corner, and it's a bit tricky because I haven't got through. I haven't cleared the cars out yet over there. But the zombies aren't much of a problem. I have taken care of the majority of them. You did. You blinked and missed it, mate. I'm sure I've got another pair of headphones that I could plug into that and try that just to see whether it's the headphones or the mix amp. Because if I still get the same static, then I know it's the mix amp that's the problem, which is a shame because the mix amp's been brilliant. And like I say, the Astro headphones have been just fantastic over the years. So, but if the headphones are still okay, then I'll just use the headphones and I'll just have to get rid of the mix amp somehow. I wonder if I could get a USB to jack connection. That could be a thing. And then at least I get to keep my headphones, because I don't actually use the because like on this side you've got like the boom for the mic. I've never used it. And I've always used my Snowball Blue, which is just here, just there, because it gives a much better audio. Oh, I haven't got any nails, that's why. Sorry, it gives a much better audio quality. Bookcase. If I put that there, can I still access the light switch? Am I just better off putting them over there? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe, I guess. That's used up all of my planks, just those 3 bookcases. Good God. Right, what I might do is actually rearrange this furniture as well. Because I might put bookcases there, I might put the TV against this wall. Okay, no, I'll think about it. When it gets more daylight, we will head next door and go grab all the books that we can find. Which is why I'm building bookcases. And we will pull all of the food in from the van, and we will use the step van to go and collect them all. Okay. Let's drop those. Actually, we have to build one. No, I don't think we've got enough nails about my person at this particular point. No, I can build a lot of things. I just can't build a bookcase. I'm short of 2 nails. Okay, fine. Let's just get something to eat. And then swap back in as my melee character. The ominous bang of joining the game. Okay. Let's go and offload this stuff. Not going to be too fussed about how I organise it at the moment. I will organise it later. I'm just glad I was able to get filtered water from the tap sorted out pretty quick. I'm going to put the hair dryers in, hair irons in here, and I will use this as electrical stuff. And the cook show, I'll just bung that in there with the other VHS tapes that I've found. Right, let's go next door. And I literally mean next door. Right, I have to have my wits about us a little bit here because... Alright, so there's blacksmithing. Weapon plans. I'll have them, thank you very much. Wood glue. We'll have some wood glue, thank you. And that stuff can stay there, although we might take that. Stuff there. What do we have on the floor here? Right, so I moved everything to the floor so it might, on the off chance that it might restock. So we're actually going to take all of that and then just put in the bin the notebook and the other bits in the catalogue there. And that. Gonna snag the TV remote. Nothing in the TV video wise. Okay, nothing there. Right, so let's go put this in the back of the van. And yep, I can hear something banging. Going to take the magazine as well because I did see a flyer that we can get rid of. In fact, I will just drop it on these bits on the floor here, or actually put them in there. Right, now let's go upstairs because I can hear banging from upstairs. Yep. Sorted. Magazine body armor. A hand-drawn armor schematic. Oh! It's weapons next door as well that's I'm just putting on the floor. Quite a few actually. A multicoloured pen. I seem to remember that being a mod before. Do you remember that, Super? Oh, I can definitely hear banging from somewhere. through the fuzzy headphone noise. Oh yes, everything's barricaded. Forgot about that. Actually, what I'm probably hearing is the wind from my fan buffering against my... Okay, let's see what other goodies they have in the kitchen. Again, more... Again, ammos, boxes and things like that. I'm going to bung those on the floor. Right, I declare that house looted. Oh, there's somebody there, look. In the trees, hiding. Yep. Waiting for someone to just amble by. Actually, what I'll do is I'll unload all of this stuff in the appropriate place. Now, I think we picked up a fair few duplicates. Which isn't really a surprise, but we can always get rid of what we don't need. It's better to pick up more than what you need and not enough. So we've definitely got 3 weapon plans there. Definitely taking the remote. Okay, I thought there were more books there, but apparently I'm a liar. You don't have to agree. Survival magazine. Right, okay, we will sort those out a bit later. Oh, okay, they can go in a bit above. There we go. TV remote go in here. And can be dismantled at a later date. Right, okay. Oh, let's eat something. And drop the broken baseball bat over here. Because apart from the dustbin in the garage, we don't actually have a dustbin. But that's fine, we do actually have one. Let's try the next house. Oh, the oats have gone stale. In that case, I'm going to get rid of them. Sod it. No one likes stale oats. Oh, hello. Would you like to step this way, madam, with your leather jacket? Now, where did she come from? I'm not entirely sure she's not the one that was down there. Every now and again you do get the odd visitor. But eventually they stop coming. Alright, so now that was the bloke that we saw. So God knows where she came from. Honestly, I can make it more obvious. That's weird. Oh, that's on the other side. Oh, that's what makes sense. Right, okay. Heavy duty flashlight. We'll have that. Because for some reason I keep losing my heavy duty flashlights. As you can see, I've been around and dropped stuff on the floor. Meat cleaver, that's useful. Marmalade, eat that. Okay, this house is a bit of a bust, to be honest. I do remember going through one of these before and it had just musical instruments everywhere. Yeah. Ah, okay. Ah, right, yeah. Nice. Which is what you need. He was in no rush whatsoever. Right, let's go in the other direction. Let's head towards the distillery and loot those buildings over in that direction. Because I am conscious of the time. I've got about 15 minutes left before I call it quits. Because I don't think I've been up this way yet. Some is better than none. I've found a shotgun. There's the water bottle going pop. Indeed. She need the magazines, the mechanics books. So even though my mechanics character has leveled up that sort of thing, I may have to do it again. You never know how unlucky you're going to get. Ooh. I just saw something useful, which I haven't seen yet. At least I don't think I've seen. Yeah, and that's a garden sprayer. Question is, where did you come from? If you just come from there. Yep. Well, that's sounds like it's worth worthy endeavour then, isn't it? Okay, that's this house raided. Mm-hmm. No. Have you actually read the book, Tailoring 1? Because you'd be getting a lot more XP from it if you'd got the experience booster. It should be downstairs in Rosewood. No, I know you're at your base. Well, this house is a whole lot of empty. Oh, there was a handheld game there. That can be used for electrical stuff. That might cheer my character up, because he's a bit sad. Oh. To your good health. Hopefully that will reduce my character's sadness by reading a comic book. Because I can't go and pet animals, which helps. Yes, it does. Awesome. Again, all the trash on the floor, is it absolutely necessary? Does it really add anything to the game? I don't think so. And it's like, where's it all come from? Okay, that's this house looted as well. I almost jumped up. Oh, hello. Are you the lady of the house by any chance? Well, if by Sunday mail you mean my brains, then yeah. Next house with a car in the driveway. Let's begin to get dark in game, and that was not what I intended to. Looking at the time top right. So again, lots of rubbish all over the floor for no apparent reason. Again, not a great deal here. Okay, something banging again. That could be coming from upstairs. I'll take the battery, that's always useful. I just saw the hair iron, we'll take that. For the electrical parts, nothing in there. A study with absolutely no books in it whatsoever. Or anything else for that matter, which is nothing short of weird. It's like these people just suddenly decided they were going to leave everything and take it all with them as well. Well, I literally like filled up a U-Haul van and just taken off. Ah, maybe this is where we... Oh, it's a hat. I consider this week a success. I've found a black cowboy hat. Someone's wearing it. But they don't need it anymore. Right, my hat. Thank you. My hat. Yes, but I take dibs on all cowboy hats in this game. You do boonie hats, I do cowboy hats. I'll call this the last one, I think. And then I can go sit downstairs in the cool aircon. Yep. Yeah, it's like the girls have aircon for their bedroom. The downstairs has aircon. Our bedroom has aircon. The study where I'm sitting now doesn't. Of course, it's where I sit, so nobody cares. That is, in fact, a crowbar on the floor, I see, and some pliers. I didn't think I've been through this place. Apparently I might have done quickly. Ah, yeah, here we go. There is a trumpet case, a saxophone, a guitar, an electric guitar, and some drumsticks in this cupboard. Oh, sewing kit, we'll take that. Yeah, they had all the instruments, so. Gonna grab the knife and the handy knife. Leather coat there. CD player that can be dismantled for electrical parts. I just see a battery. I'll take the battery. I'm not particularly interested in that. You can become Venom the zombies, yes. Speaking of which. Right, and at that, as it's going to get dark again in the not too distant future because of the time of the year, it's getting dark really early. I'm going to head back to base and then call it quits for the day, because that's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So 3 hours of gameplay. And we've done some good stuff today. I found an American tyre, which I need to infiltrate at some point and get more parts from. At least I can go there and get parts. I have to fight my way there first because of the number of zombies that there are between here and there. Of course, all my vans need fixing up because getting here was nothing short of a nightmare. I've still got to help clear out, or at least do some of the clearing out at the refugee camp, but not as zombies, but the approach, so we can actually get there with ease, which I will use the Jeep for, because it just seems better at that sort of thing. There is also a really good Jeep by the hospital, which I put the tyre on. It needs hot wiring. I think it's got petrol. And there's a few other vehicles that we could go get and pull back home, but we will need to clear out the zombies first. Right, so thank you very much to everybody who's been watching on the channel. I can see that there was... Someone's just dropped off of YouTube. How dare you come back? So there were 7 people on YouTube. There's 1 person on Twitch. So thanks to everybody who's been watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you've enjoyed the content. And if you like Project Zomboid. Costs nothing, takes a second, and helps support my channel, which is fantastic. So, thank you for people getting on the chat, which is Mike Bonnet and obviously my good friend Super. And Vulcan. Thank you very much, guys. But until next week, have a wonderful week. Hope you've enjoyed the stream. Don't forget to check out my Star Rupture stuff, which I'm pushing out Wednesdays or Thursdays. But until then, thank you for watching. Join us on Discord, and I'll see you next week. It's bye-bye from Super. And it's goodbye from me. Have a good week.